BISN sent you.
Hey, this is Alan, 1112 BISN, as we are about 9 minutes away from tip-off between your Lady Bison and the Lady Plainsmen. Your South Bison, not a good showing in that first game of the night, as the South Bison were swept by Laramie and moved to 0-6 on the season in the 4A East Conference. But I'll tell you what, that Legursky had a huge game. He hit all three-pointers and finally hit one two-point shot in the fourth quarter. Probably has a proud dad, head coach of the University of Wyoming Cowgirls. And we are here for second half action, looking at the South student section up there, far side, as your Lady Bison are warming up, and we'll be back here in about 7 minutes on 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
What do high school students, student athletes, police, fire, and military personnel all have in common? They often have a need to have patches and other items sewn on the letter jackets, jerseys, sports officials' clothing, and uniforms. That's why you need to see A Stitch in Life here in Cheyenne. They are the high-quality, low-price experts for all your patch attachments, sewing, and embroidery needs. Shannon and her staff specialize in sewing and embroidery and will give you fast, quality service for a low price. So if you've earned that academic or athletic letter in high school, proudly serve as a policeman, fireman, or military member, then call A Stitch in Life at 307-426-5009. Once again, that's 307-426-5009, or visit them at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard for all your sewing, tailoring, and embroidery needs. And make sure to tell them 1112 BISN sent you.
Here's a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job to get those custom graphics? Go see Randy Peterson at Custom Illusions to get those custom graphics put on through their hydro dipping process. From mild to wild, if it fits, it dips. And if you have any questions, give them a call at 634-DIP. That's 634-3477. Or stop in at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1. Custom Illusions, your hydro dipping and automotive specialist.
Tired of paying rent? Tired of living in a house where a landlord tells you what is or what is not allowed in the home? Then visit Misty Woods from Number One Properties at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE Woods.com, and begin your journey to owning your own home. Search through all of the homes that Misty has listed on her website. Then schedule a meeting with Misty and let her get to work for you. Misty will help you find the home that meets your needs. And the best part is, she will walk you through each and every step of your purchase and truly guide you through the entire process until you sign your name on the dotted line. Your path to owning your own home is only a click away at mistywoods.com. Have a package that you need shipped somewhere? Then visit American Storage and Postal. Not only will they custom pack your shipment, but they will also ship the package for you using UPS, FedEx, and USPS. But their service doesn't stop there. At American Storage and Postal, you can also rent mailboxes for personal or business use. They also offer other services such as fax, copying, and notary. Give American Storage and Postal a call at 307-635-9335. That's 307-635-9335. Or visit them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them that 1112 BISN sent you.
Hey, I've got a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job for custom graphics? Here's an idea. Check out Custom Illusions and put on those graphics with their hydro dipping process. Go down and see Randy Peterson. And if you got a doubt, hey, he'll let you know. Give him a call, 634-DIP. That's 634-3477, or stop by at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1.
When you sell your home, there's a lot to worry about. Is your home priced right? Is it being marketed properly? With Misty Woods from Number One Properties, not only will she make sure that your home is priced accurately based on market value, but she will also ensure all potential buyers are aware of your listing. With their personal and professional marketing of each listing, you can rest easy by leaving all the big details to her. Visit Misty at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE Woods.com to learn more about what Misty can do for you. So start taking all of that stress away from selling your home by visiting mistywoods.com or call her at 307-214-7055. Misty Woods and Number One Properties, expertise and friendly service is just a click or a phone call away.
This is number 46, Shane Dosaver from the South High Bison football team, and you are listening to the game on 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Let's talk about the X's and O's of family entertainment. Every parent in Wyoming knows the importance of being able to draw up an activity that'll get you out of the house for a couple of hours. But it needs to be affordable. It needs to be family-friendly. Above all, it needs to be fun. Now, let's talk about high school sports. Bang for your buck, school sports provide the perfect game plan for your family. You'll enjoy all of the drama and excitement competitive sports offer. You'll be supporting the future leaders of our community in a meaningful way. Best of all, you can take the entire family without breaking the bank. Heck, you won't even dent it. Now, enough chalk talk. Let's get out there and see what's playing at the high school in your community. School sports. Good for our kids, good for our community. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Are you a high school student that has received an academic, athletic, music, or any other type of high school letter? If you are, then bring your letter and your letterman's jacket to A Stitch in Life, located at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard, and have them sew that patch onto your letterman's jacket for you. Specializing in sewing, tailoring, and embroidery, A Stitch in Life will bring your letterman's jacket to life. Give A Stitch in Life a call at 307-426-5009 or visit them at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard and let them know 1112 BISN sent you. Is your home beginning to look like an episode of Hoarders on the A&E network? Then head over to American Storage and Postal. With 555 storage units ranging from 5x10 to 12x42, they'll have the right size unit that fits your needs. American Storage also has warehouse units with heat, phone, and power. No need to worry about the security of your belongings because American Storage is equipped with 24-hour video surveillance and a computer-controlled entry system to ensure the safety and security of you and your property. So before the clutter pushes you out of your house, call American Storage at 307-635-9335 or go see them at 1903 South Freely Highway and tell them 1112 BISN sent you. What do high school students, student athletes, police, fire, and military personnel all have in common? They often have a need to have patches and other items sewn on the letter jackets, jerseys, sports officials' clothing, and uniforms. That's why you need to see A Stitch in Life here in Cheyenne. They are the high-quality, low-price experts for all your patch attachments, sewing, and embroidery needs. Shannon and her staff specialize in sewing and embroidery and will give you fast, quality service for a low price. So if you've earned that academic or athletic letter in high school, proudly serve as a policeman, fireman, or military member, then call A Stitch in Life at 307-426-5009. Once again, that's 307-426-5009, or visit them at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard for all your sewing, tailoring, and embroidery needs. And make sure to tell them 1112 BISN sent you. Hey, this is Alan, 1112 BISN, as we get ready for the second game of our doubleheader as your South Lady Bison look to put the season sweep on the Lady Plainsmen here in Laramie, Wyoming. Good news is there was a Anna Sanchez sighting. She's been out with a concussion that she sustained in Gillette a couple weeks ago. And we will see who your starting lineup is for South here shortly. I was unable to get to Coach Kirkbride beforehand. Looks like Taylor Landon will be starting. So it looks like for the Lady Bison, it's going to be 5'6" senior, number 4, Taylor Landon. Boy, I'm just good, ain't I? I just nailed that one right on the head. 5'5" sophomore, number 11, Carly Noble. Then number 22, 5'11" senior, Danny Noble. Number 24, 5'2" senior, number 24, Lexi Apodaca. And then 5'9" senior, number 42, Kara Clark. That rounds out your starting lineup on 11-12 BISN for the Bison. For the Lady Plainsmen, we don't have their starting lineup yet either, so we will call them out. As soon as they come on, South dominated this game in Cheyenne 2 weeks ago. And here comes the Lady Plainsmen. And you won't see him. Number 1, 5'5" sophomore, Katie Setright. 5'6" sophomore, Sierra Tittenser. 5'5" senior, Savannah Cox starting for Laramie. 5'10" sophomore, Eliza Dickinson. And then 5'11", number 45, senior Alexis Pickard. And that's your starting lineup for Laramie. Once again, South dominated this game in a 35-20 win against Laramie. First time they met 2 weeks ago. South's defense playing really good. Their twin towers standing out against Laramie. And I'll try to get this in as the Laramie fans are standing up in front of the camera. Danny Noble will jump for the Lady Bison. She's in the jump circle. Hopefully Anna Sanchez does get in this game. She's been out for 3 weeks now with concussion. Number 45, Pickard, going to get into the jump circle with Danny Noble. Danny's got a wrap on that knee, and Danny easily wins the jump to Carly. Carly gives it over to Danny. Danny going to run point. She's into the front court for the Lady Bison. She gets it into Kara Clark. Looking down low to Apodaca. Gives it off to Taylor Landon for the 2, and she hits it. Lady Bison quickly ahead 2-0 as that is number 1 Setright with the ball. She gets it far side to number 12 Cox. And that's now number 13 Dickinson. She gets it back to Setright. Setright. They give it off far side to number 13 Dickinson. She thought about the 3. Nice defense by Taylor. 2-3 zone by the Lady Bison. They have Danny running the top of that 2-3 zone as number 1 Setright goes up for the shot. She misses it. Rebounded by Apodaca. Quickly ahead into the front court. She puts up a nice little running floater. Up and in for the Lady Bison. And the ball's into the front court. That's Setright for the Lady Plainsmen. And there's number 12 for the 3. She misses. Rebounded by number 13 for the Laramie Plainsmen. And it's going to be rebounded by Danny Noble, who gets shoved in the back and out of bounds, but they call it a turnover. Lady Plainsman ball. South leading 4-0. Apodaca and Landon with 2 quick baskets for him. And that's number 13 with the ball. She shoots it. She misses. And it's going to be rebounded by Apodaca. Apodaca into the front court. Easily gets by her defender. She loses the ball. Picked up by number, I think that's 12. Off to number 45. She misses the shot. And it's going to be rebounded by Kara Clark. Over to Apodaca. Number 24, Apodaca sets the offense. South leading 4-0. South student section a lot louder for this game than they were for the boys game. Carly Noble almost loses it, gives it over to Clark. Clark reverses it far side to Apodaca. Apodaca gets it down low to Danny. Danny, turnaround jumper, up off the glass, misses. Rebounded by Kara Clark. She misses. Rebounded by Danny Noble, and she puts it in. South leading 6-0. And there's a steal by Apodaca. Apodaca quickly into the front court. She pulls it back, and then she loses it, but it's going to go out of bounds off of Laramie. Anna Sanchez seeing her first action since that nasty head injury she sustained in Gillette. Good to see her back. Danny Noble gets the inbound pass, puts up the 3, and she misses it. And it's going to be rebounded by Sad, but they're going to say foul on Kara Clark. They were looking for the dagger. And that's number 1, Setright with the ball. She gets it into the front court. She's flanked by number 13, Dickinson. She gets the ball to Dickinson near side. She puts up the 3, and she hits it. She banks it in. You got to call those. They're going to say foul on Danny Noble after the shot. So the basket's going to count. Sorry about the camera. Basket's going to count. Laramie gets the ball back, though. And number 13 travels. They don't call it. I'm sorry, number 12, Setright gets the ball near side. She puts up a long jumper. She misses, and it's going to be rebounded by Sanchez. Sanchez quickly into the front court. She pulls it out. Smart move by Sanchez. Gives it over to Apodaca. Apodaca attacks the paint, puts up a nice little jumper, gives it off. Actually, she gives it off to Clark, who gets fouled on her shot attempt, and she's going to go to the free throw line for 2. South leading 6-3. Number 42, Kara Clark on the season, 43% free throw shooter. Free throw is up, and she's in. She gets her first points. South leads 7-3. Nice student section showed up for the South girls game on a Friday night. Second free throw attempt is up and in. Laramie quickly ahead. That's number 12, Cox, near side. She gives it off to number 5, Tittenser. Back to number 13, Dickinson. Short jumper. She misses it. Rebounded by Apodaca. That's her third rebound this game. And she gives it off to Anna Sanchez, the normal point guard for the Lady Bison. She gets it into the front court. And nice little dribbling move. She attacks, and she passes it right to number 13. Unfortunately, she plays for Laramie. And Setright goes in for the layup, up and in. Third turnover for the Lady Bison, but they still lead 8-5 on the Dairy Queen scoreboard. Sanchez, been 3 weeks since she's played. She gives it off to Carly Noble. Noble attacks the gap, and she's going to be fouled. She's going to be saved, actually, on that foul, and that's going to be on number 12, I think. Yep, Savannah Cox. That's Laramie's first. South has 2 fouls. Carly Noble set to inbound, and she's got to get it in. She gets it into Apodaca. Apodaca gives it back to Sanchez. Sanchez calls out the play, and she puts on a little move, gives it off to Carly. Carly looks to get it over to Danny. Instead, she pulls it back out to Taylor. Taylor, far side reversal to Sanchez. Sanchez with the ball. She's being guarded very well by number 2, Durrell, and there's going to be a foul on the floor. It looks like it's going to be on number 12. It's going to be on number 12, her second. South still leading 8-5, 4:04 left in the first quarter. Carly Noble going to inbound for the Lady Bison. She gets the ball. She gets it into Danny. Danny, far side baseline. Thought about the 3 instead. She's going to attack. She puts up a nice little runner. Up and in for Danny Noble. All too easy for Danny. She's got 4 points early as Setright gets the ball into the front court. She gets it off to Dickinson. Dickinson gives it off to number 12, Cox, who loses the ball. And there's going to be a foul on the play. It looks like it's going to be on number 24, Lexi Apodaca. We'll see. And it is. That's Lexi Apodaca's first for the Lady Bison, third team foul. Laramie will inbound underneath the south basket. That's going to be number 1, Setright, set to inbound. And number 13 gets the ball back to number 2, who kicks it back out to number 13, Dickinson. She puts up a runner. She's going to be fouled by Danny Noble. It's going to be Danny's second foul. It's going to be a shooting foul. So number 13 going to the free throw line, that's Dickinson. She's got 3 points on the night. She is a 59% free throw shooter. South leading 10-5. First free throw is up, and she misses. If you are related to Cody Allen and you're listening to this game, that was him screaming that led that free throw to miss. So we could take that free throw miss to Cody Allen. He's going to scream again. I could hear him over everybody else, and second free throw is up, and she misses, but it's going to be rebounded by Ariana Marlin. Marlin snuck in on me. She's going to get the rebound, and there's a foul on the floor. It's going to be Laramie. Looks like it's going to be on number 2, Durrell. It's going to be the fourth foul on Laramie. So 4 fouls each. Sanchez ahead to Apodaca. Apodaca down low to Marlin. Marlin up and in for the basket. Nice dish by Apodaca. South leads 12-5 on the Dairy Queen scoreboard. Number 23 with the ball. Pulley, Jackie Pulley's younger sister, former Laramie Plainsman. Number 2 gives it off to number 13, Dickinson. Dickinson far side, gives it to Setright. Setright still far side. Looking to give it off. She gives it off to Dickinson. Dickinson down low to number 2, Durrell. Durrell with a nice little turnaround jumper. It's missed. Rebounded by Apodaca, her fourth. She quickly gets it into the front court. She pulls it back out. She loses the ball. Turnover South. Set right to number 23. Number 23, Pulley gets the point. And it's 12-7, Lady Bison now. Carly Noble quickly into Apodaca. Fast-paced game. Apodaca slows it down now in the backcourt as she gets it into the front court now. Picks up her dribble, gives it off to Sanchez. Sanchez for the Lady Bison, missing the last 3 weeks to a head injury, concussion. Off to Landon. Landon down low to Carly Noble. Carly loses the ball, but she's going to be fouled. That's going to be number 2, it looks like. I think it's going to be number 2. Yep, it's going to be number 2, Durrell. That's going to be the 5th foul on Laramie. Tittenson checking back in. I only have 4 fouls for Laramie, but they say 5, so I'm not going to argue. Carly Noble gets it into Landon. Landon gets the ball. She puts it on the floor. She gives it back to Sanchez. Sanchez comes near side, attacks into the lane. She's going to be fouled on the floor. It's going to be on number 23, I'm assuming, from Laramie. Yep, number 23. That's Pulley picking up her first foul, and that is 6. That's their foul to give. Kara Clark checking in for Sanchez. Sorry. Carly Noble gets it into Taylor. Taylor gets to the free throw line. She pulls it back out, gives it over to Apodaca. Apodaca going to run point for this one. She's being guarded by number 5, Tittenser. Apodaca gives it off to Clark. Clark throws it straight to number 13. Unfortunately, 13, Dickinson, plays for Laramie. That's 5 points for her. South leads 12-9. Carly Noble gives it over to Apodaca. Lady Bison's offense been struggling with Danny Noble in foul trouble. Apodaca down low to Clark. Clark with a nice little upper. Up and in. Apodaca with the assist. South leading 14-9. 4 points for Clark. 3-pointer by number 1. Misses it. Rebounded, though, by number 13. She misses it. Rebounded finally by Apodaca. 5th rebound for Apodaca. Apodaca pulls up her dribble. Somebody's got to help her. She quickly gives it over to Carly Noble. And there's going to be a timeout on the floor. It's going to be called by South. And it's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take one with them here on 11-12 BISN, your Bison Network.
Here's a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job to get those custom graphics? Go see Randy Peterson at Custom Illusions to get those custom graphics put on through their hydro dipping process. From mild to wild, if it fits, it dips. And if you have any questions, give them a call at 634-DIP. That's 634-3477. Or stop in at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1. Custom Illusions, your hydro dipping and automotive specialist.
Tired of paying rent? Tired of living in a house where a landlord tells you what is or what is not allowed in the home? Then visit Misty Woods from Number 1 Properties at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE woods.com and begin your journey to owning your own home. Search through all of the homes that Misty has listed on her website. Then schedule a meeting with Misty and let her get to work for you. Misty will help you find the home that meets your needs, and the best part is she will walk.
And this is Allen, 11-12 BISN, coming back at you live here at Cheyenne. South High takes on Laramie in Laramie. And to give you an idea of how well our student section has traveled, you can actually hear them over the Laramie student section for this girls' game on this little chant. Great student section here. South will have possession. Carly Noble going to inbound for the Lady Bison. South leading 14-9 on the Dairy Queen scoreboard. Carly Noble thought about the 3 instead. She gives it out to Lexi Apodaca, who sets up the offense top of the key. Apodaca, far side to Landon. Landon picks up her dribble over to Grogan. Grogan back out to Carly. Carly puts up the 3. Oh, and it almost goes down, but it's going to be rebounded by the Lady Plainsmen. Number 23, Pulley, gets the ball into the front court, picks up her dribble, gives it over to number 13, Dickinson. Dickinson, cross-court pass to number 5, Tittenser, who drives in, and she's going to be fouled on the floor. I don't know who that's on. I know it's on the Bison. I think it's going to be on number 42, Kara Clark. Yep, it's going to be her second. 5th foul on the Lady Bison. So inbounding for the Lady Plainsmen is going to be number 23, Pulley. And she gets it into number 5, Tittenser. Over to number 2, Durrell. Durrell far side to number 45, Pickard. Cross court pass to Dickinson. Dickinson drives in, puts up a wild shot, and it's going to be rebounded by Grogan. Grogan gives it over to Sanchez. Sanchez with the 2-point basket. And there's a shot rebounded by Taylor Landon. Sanchez with the ball for the Lady Bison. Gives it over to Landon. South leading 16-9. Landon near side to Noble. Noble thought about the 3. Cross court pass to Landon. Landon far side baseline 3. Just rims it. And it's going to be shot by number 45 Pickard at the end of the first quarter. South leads 16-9. We're going to take a quick timeout for second quarter action on 11-12 BISN, your Bison Network.
Have a package that you need shipped somewhere? Then visit American Storage and Postal. Not only will they custom pack your shipment, but they will also ship the package for you using UPS, FedEx, and USPS. But their service doesn't stop there. At American Storage and Postal, you can also rent mailboxes for personal or business use. They also offer other services such as fax, copying, and notary. Give American Storage and Postal a call at 307-635-9335. That's 307-635-9335. Or visit them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them that 1112 BISN sent you.
Hey, I've got a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job for custom graphics? Here's an idea. Check out Custom Illusions and put on those graphics with their hydro dipping process. Go down and see Randy Peterson. And if you got a doubt, hey, he'll let you know. Give him a call, 634-DIP. That's 634-3477, or stop by at 909 East Fox Farm.
As we're back here for second quarter action, I know the video says first quarter. I just don't have time to change. I'm the only one here. Steve is up in Torrington repping a game, varsity action in 3A conference. As your Lady Bison will be on defense to start the second quarter. Laramie will be on offense. Lady Bison had 6 different players score in that first quarter, but they were led by Noble, Danny Noble, and Kara Clark. And Noble sat on the bench most of that quarter, and she's still on the bench now. Number 2 with the 3 for Laramie, and she hits. That's Durrell. 16-12. Lady Bison lead. Taylor Landon gets the ball back to Sanchez. Sanchez being guarded by Tittenser. She goes far side to Landon. She has nobody to give it to. She's still got a dribble, though. She gives it off to Marlin. Now Marlin back to Sanchez. Sanchez attacks the gap. Gives it off to Carly Noble. Wide open 3, and she misses. And there's going to be a foul on the play. It looks like it's going to be on number 20, Marlin. So Carly Noble misses the 3. And that's going to be Marlin's first foul. And that was our foul to give, as South now has 6 fouls. And that's going to be Setright inbounding. I mean, she gets the ball to Durrell. Durrell attacks the basket. She gives it off. And that's going to be number 45 who misses it. It's going to be rebounded by Carly Noble. Carly Noble quickly ahead to Sanchez. Sanchez now with the ball. Gives it back to Carly into the front court. Carly with the ball. Oh, she hesitated, almost shot the 3, and instead loses the ball, but Marlin gets it back to Sanchez. Should have been a foul on number 13, Dickinson. She was all over with the hands. Taylor Landon with the ball. She gives it back to Carly. Carly being guarded by Dickinson. Over to Marlin. Marlin's far side. She gives it over to Grogan, top of the key. Grogan back to Carly. Far side 3, and she misses, and it's going to be rebounded by Setright. Carly 0 for 3 from the 3-point shot. Setright almost loses control, but she regains possession. She gives it over to Dickinson. Dickinson with the 3, and she airballs it, and it's rebounded by number 45. Turnaround jumper, and she misses, and it's going to be rebounded by number 20, Marlin. And that's Sanchez going to slowly bring the ball up the floor. South leading 16-12. South without a point so far in the second quarter. Laramie only with 3. That's going to be Marlin with the ball, far side. She's got to do something. Well, it's not in time, and she throws it right into Laramie. Turnover, Lady Bison. Quickly ahead to number 45. She misses, gets her own rebound. Turnaround jumper, she misses again. Rebounded by Grogan. Grogan to Sanchez. 2 point-blank shots by Pickard, and she couldn't hit them. Pickard, 37% shooter. on the season. Sanchez thinks about driving, and there's going to be a timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout by the Lady Bison. Apodaca and Danny Noble going to check in for the Lady Bison. Lady Bison offense been struggling without Danny on the floor. South will have possession out of this CCI timeout. Dickinson, number 13, the leading scorer for the Lady Plainsmen right now. She's got 5 points. She averages 7 points on the season per game. Number 12, Cox, is actually their leading scorer. She averages 9.4 points a game, but she's been riddled with foul trouble. She picked up 2 quick early fouls in the first quarter, and we haven't seen much of her since then. On the floor she's on the floor now for the Lady Plainsmen. On the floor for the Lady Bison is Grogan, Danny Noble, Taylor Landon, Apodaca, and Anna Sanchez. And they will inbound, both teams with 6 fouls. Danny back to Lexi. Lexi with the turnaround jumper from the lane, and she misses. And it's going to be rebounded by the Lady Plainsmen. That's Dickinson with the ball. She picks up her dribble, being guarded by Sanchez. Far side, she reverses it. Number 2, Durrell with the 3. That hits the top of the backboard, rebounded by Danny Noble. That's her 3rd rebound. She picks up the dribble and gets it into the front court. Danny Noble running a patient offense now. Looks like the zip play by the Bison. Apodaca with the ball now. South leading by 4. 5 minutes left in the first half. And Laramie will just sit there. No reason to attack. South will let the clock run if needed. Lexi can take this girl take Bicker to the hole if she wants to. She's much quicker, and that's her thought process. She gives it over to Landon. Landon with the short baseline jumper, up and in. Nice assist by Apodaca, and Landon with 4 points on the game. Quickly ahead is Laramie. That's Set Right. She gives it over to Pickard. Pickard being guarded by Noble. She gives it back to Set Right for the 3. She misses, and it's rebounded by Dickinson, though. She puts up the shot. She's going to be fouled by Grogan. And that's going to be free throws for number 13, Dickinson. 2 free throws. She's 0 for 2 on the night. And on the season, she's a 59% free throw shooter. Laramie, 54% as a team. South leading 18-12. Dickinson. First free throw is up, and it rolls out. Dickinson with 5 points in the first quarter. She went 0 for 2 in the first quarter from the free throw line. She's 0 for 3 on the night now. She'll get another one, as that was a shooting foul on the Lady Bison. We got some players set to check in. That's going to be number 23, Pulley. And then number 10, Johnson, going to set in. Looks like for number 13 once we see what happens here. Lady Bison, no subs. Second free throw is up, and she gets it. South now leads 18-13. Lexi Apodaca getting inbound the ball for the Lady Bison. She inbounds it to Danny. Danny running point. Quickly into the front court. Number 14 checked in as well. Binning for the Lady Plainsmen. Anna Sanchez gives it off to Grogan. Grogan down low to Danny Noble. Danny Noble with a nice little turnaround jumper. She's shoved in the back, but they don't call it. There's a rebound by Laramie, though, and that's number 12, Cox, quickly into the front court. Puts up a runner, and it's off the glass and in as Cox gets her first point. South now leads 18-15 on the Dairy Queen scoreboard. Sanchez with the ball into the front court. Far side to Apodaca. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez, top of the key. Attacks the zone, 2-3 zone by Laramie. Gives it into Danny Noble. Shot, she misses again. Rebounded by Laramie. Quickly ahead to number 1. Set right off of her hands. Turnover Laramie. Lady Bison with the ball. That's going to be Apodaca inbounding for the Lady Bison. She's going to inbound it to Anna Sanchez. Sanchez with the ball for the Lady Bison. Slowly into the front court. Laramie in a 2-3 zone. Over to Danny. Danny Noble, far side. Looking to give it to somebody. Can't get it to anybody. Instead gives it off to Apodaca. Apodaca still at the perimeter. Over to Sanchez. Sanchez to Danny Noble. Wide open for 3. And she misses it. South 0 for 5 from the 3-point shot. And that's number 12. Number 23, Pulley. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Danny Noble. Number 12, Cox, going to inbound for the Lady Plainsmen as number 45, Pickard, checking back in. She inbounds to Pulley. Pulley Sets the offense. Near side to Cox. Cox. Down low to Pickard. And that's going to be a foul on Apodaca. She had to jump pretty high for that one. And that's going to be the second foul on Apodaca. And that's going to be a 1-and-1 for number 45, Pickard. Pickard on the season, 28% from the free throw line. Number 13, Dickinson, checks back in for the Lady Plainsmen. Pickard, first free throw is up, and she hits it. Kind of surprising. I mean, that's what we mean. She's 28% on the season from the free throw line. Maybe she'll miss this one. She gets her first point of the game, though. Cuts that lead down to 2. South leading 18-16. Pickard's second free throw, and she hits both. South now up by 1. Nope, they're waving it off. As there is a lane violation on that one. So the free throw doesn't count. So she's 1 for 1 on the night. Up Anna Sanchez, far side to Carly. Carly goes far side baseline back to sister Danny. Danny looks for somebody, gives it over to Sanchez, top of the key, near side now to Carly. Carly near side baseline. She's trapped quickly, and that's going to be knocked out of the. Oh, nope. Scramble for a loose ball, and it's recovered by Carly. And there should be a foul as she's tripped up. Wow. Number 12, Cox trips Carly Noble, and they don't call anything. And it's going to be turnover South. So Carly Noble going to be charged with the turnover. Laramie Plainsmen have a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Near side now to Dickinson. Dickinson to Cox. Cox looking to get it to somebody, and they give it off to Dickinson. Dickinson to Pickard. Pickard in the lane gets the ball deflected, and that's going to be off of Grogan. Out of bounds. Laramie retains possession. So Cox is going to inbound for the Lady Plainsmen. South still leads 18-16. 2:20 left on the Dairy Queen scoreboard in the first half. Dickinson with the ball, and a chance for Laramie to tie or take the lead. Laramie has not led in this series at all this season. Dickinson beats Carly, and that's going to be a timeout. Laramie. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it here. South still leading 18-16. We've only scored 2 points this quarter. Laramie has scored 7. Give credit to the Laramie zone, as the Laramie zone even had the boys team stifled. South student section enjoying the musical selection by Laramie. It is the second quarter for those of you watching the game. South looks like they're going to be in a 2-3 zone. Number 23, Pulley, going to inbound for the Lady Plainsmen. She gets the ball, and number 12 gets the ball. Now Dickinson gets the ball back to set right, sets the offense. South still in its 2-3 zone, well, 1-1-3 zone, I'll call it. And they get the ball back to Cox. Cox goes far side, gives it over to number 23, Pulley. Pulley, nobody give it to. Pulls it back out, and they give it over to Dickinson. Resets the offense, reverses it near side to Cox. Cox with the 3. She misses it, and it's going to be rebounded by Danny Noble. Danny Noble with a great rebound. Gives it over to Carly. Carly back to Danny. Now Danny to Anna. Anna in the backcourt still gets it in the front court. South leading by 2. 18-16, a minute and a half left in the first half. Carly with the ball. Laramie in a 2-3 zone. They reverse it to Sanchez. Sanchez attacks, gives it back out to Carly. Carly. She attacks, thought about the 3, gives it over to Danny. Danny near side attacks, wide open baseline shot. She misses, and it's going to be rebounded by number 13, Dickinson. Danny had a wide open lane, and she missed. That's usually a shot she hits. Cox with the 3, and she misses, and it's going to be rebounded by number 21, Grogan. That's her 3rd rebound. South dominating. Sanchez puts up a nice little runner way off the top of the glass, and that's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be South possession. Carly Noble going to be credited with that offensive rebound. Sanchez went high off the glass, really high off the glass, and she missed. South still leads 18-16, and we still have possession. Carly Noble gets it into sister Danny. and there's going to be a foul on Dickinson. And that's going to send Danny Noble to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. That's only the first foul on Dickinson. Danny Noble going to the free throw line for the first time tonight. She's a 51% free throw shooter on the season. South's only been to the free throw line one other time. That was in the first quarter. Danny's first free throw is up and in. So she'll get the bonus. She's got 5 points on the night to go along with 4 rebounds. Ariana Marlin going to check in. Looks like for Danny, if this free throw is good. Second free throw is up and in. So Danny going to take a quick seat with 6 points, 4 rebounds. South pushes their lead up to 4 with under a minute left in the first half. South leading 20-16. Pulley with the ball into the front court. That's Cox with the ball right in front of us, being guarded by Carly Noble. Over to Pulley. Pulley to Pickard, who loses possession to Taylor Landon. Landon quickly ahead, and that's going to be a foul, and that's going to send Taylor Landon to the free throw line. Landon, 70% on the season. She's going to shoot the 1-and-1, and that's going to be on number 23, Pulley, her second. Laramie's 8th foul. Both teams with 8 fouls now. Even though I only have 7. Nope, I have 8. First free throw is up and in for Taylor. And she'll get the bonus. Second free throw is up and in. She hits both. South now leads by 6, 22-16. And that's Pulley quickly ahead into the front court to Dickinson. Dickinson being guarded by Carly. She attacks, gives it off to Cox. Cox for the baseline 3. She misses, and it's going to be rebounded by Sanchez. It's going to be a jump ball, though, and it's going to be Laramie ball. South leading, 30 seconds left in the first half, 22-16. Pulley set to inbound. She inbounds it near side to set right with the jumper. She travels, though. Yep. She took a hop, step, and jump and missed, or hit the shot, but she traveled. So Carly into Anna. Anna gets the play call. Looks like they'll probably hold for the last shot. They get the ball into Taylor, into the front court. Taylor centers it up. She's met by Pulley, gives it over to Sanchez. Sanchez over to Taylor Landon for 3. Oh, they call it 2, and she hits it, though. South up 24-16. And there's a 3 by Cox at the end of the first half, and it misses, and South's going to go into half, leading by 8, 24-16. We're going to take a timeout and come back for the American Storage and Postal Halftime Show on 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
When you sell your home, there's a lot to worry about. Is your home priced right? Is it being marketed properly? With Misty Woods from Number One Properties, not only will she make sure that your home is priced accurately based on market value, but she will also ensure all potential buyers are aware of your listing. With her personal and professional marketing of each listing, you can rest easy by leaving all the big details to her. Visit Misty at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE woods.com to learn more about what Misty can do for you. So start taking all of that stress away from selling your home by visiting mistywoods.com or call her at 307-214-7055. Misty Woods and Number One Properties, expertise and friendly services just a click or a phone call away.
This is number 46, Shane Dosaver from the South High Bison football team, and you are listening to the game on 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Let's talk about the X's and O's of family entertainment. Every parent in Wyoming knows the importance of being able to draw up an activity that'll get you out of the house for a couple of hours. But it needs to be affordable. It needs to be family-friendly. Above all, it needs to be fun. Now, let's talk about high school sports. Bang for your buck, school sports provide the perfect game plan for your family. You'll enjoy all of the drama and excitement competitive sports offer. You'll be supporting the future leaders of our community in a meaningful way. Best of all, you can take the entire family without breaking the bank. Heck, you won't even dent it. Now, enough chalk talk. Let's get out there and see what's playing at the high school in your community. School sports. Good for our kids, good for our community. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Are you a high school student that has received an academic, athletic, music, or any other type of high school letter? If you are, then bring your letter and your letterman's jacket to A Stitch in Life, located at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard, and have them sew that patch onto your letterman's jacket for you. Specializing in sewing, tailoring, and embroidery, A Stitch in Life will bring your letterman's jacket to life. Give A Stitch in Life a call at 307-426-5009 or visit them at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard and let them know 1112 BISN sent you. Is your home beginning to look like an episode of Hoarders on the A&E network? Then head over to American Storage and Postal. With 555 storage units ranging from 5x10 to 12x42, they'll have the right size unit that fits your needs. American Storage also has warehouse units with heat, phone, and power. No need to worry about the security of your belongings because American Storage is equipped with 24-hour video surveillance and a computer-controlled entry system to ensure the safety and security of you and your property. So before the clutter pushes you out of your house, call American Storage at 307-635-9335. American Storage and Postal Halftime Show brought to you by them on 1112 BISN. Taking a look at the American Storage and Postal Halftime Show, your Lady Bison lead on the Dairy Queen scoreboard, 24-16. Danny Noble leads the way with 6 points, followed by Kara Clark with 4. With Taylor Landon with 8 leads the team. Danny Noble with 6, then Kara Clark with 4, then Sanchez with 2, Marlin with 2, and Apodaca with 2. The Lady Plainsmen are led by number 13, Dickinson, with 6. And then you have number 2, Durrell, with 3, Setwright with 2, Cox with 2, Pulley with 2, and Pickard with 1. I'll tell you what, though, the Lady Bison are dominating the glass. 20 rebounds in the first half. 3 of them offensive, the rest 17 defensive rebounds. That's 17 possessions that they held Laramie to a one-and-done possession, which is one reason why the Lady Bison have been able to hold on and build that lead up to 8 points going into halftime, 24-16. Going to give Laramie credit. They had the lead cut down to 1 point at one point in here in the second quarter, but the Lady Bison, once Danny Noble got back in, were able to take control and up this lead up to 8 points heading into the American Storage and Postal Halftime Show. Next week, the Lady Bison and the boys team will be at home as Sheridan and Gillette make the trek south to take on our South teams at South. It'll be Sheridan on a Friday night, Gillette on a Saturday. Sheridan right now the number 2 ranked team in the state. Gillette not even ranked at all as they're having a losing season for the first time, and I do not know how long, but that's good for South. South actually played both these teams really well. Both boys and girls earlier in the conference season, and they just were unable to pull out victories. As we are 4 minutes and 45 seconds away from second half action, we'll be back here on 1112 BISN. Thank you once again for American Storage and Postal for sponsoring the halftime show. We'll be back with third quarter action in 4 minutes on 1112 BISN, your Bison Network. Or go see them at 1903 South. What do high school students, student athletes, police, fire, and military personnel all have in common? They often have a need to have patches and other items sewn on the letter jackets, jerseys, sports officials' clothing, and uniforms. That's why you need to see A Stitch in Life here in Cheyenne. They are the high-quality, low-price experts for all your patch attachments, sewing, and embroidery needs. Shannon and her staff specialize in sewing and embroidery and will give you fast, quality service for a low price. So if you've earned that academic or athletic letter in high school, proudly serve as a policeman, fireman, or military member, then call A Stitch in Life at 307-426-5009. Once again, that's 307-426-5009, or visit them at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard for all your sewing, tailoring, and embroidery needs. And make sure to tell them 1112 BISN sent you.
Here's a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job to get those custom graphics? Go see Randy Peterson at Custom Illusions to get those custom graphics put on through their hydro dipping process. From mild to wild, if it fits, it dips. And if you have any questions, give them a call at 634-DIP. That's 634-3477. Or stop in at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1. Custom Illusions, your hydro dipping and automotive specialist.
Tired of paying rent? Tired of living in a house where a landlord tells you what is or what is not allowed in the home? Then visit Misty Woods for number 1 properties at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE woods.com and begin your journey to owning your own home. Search through all of the homes that Misty has listed on her website. Then schedule a meeting with Misty and let her get to work for you. Misty will help you find the home that meets your needs. And the best part is, she will walk you through each and every step of your purchase and truly guide you through the entire process until you sign your name on the dotted line. Your path to owning your own home is only a click away at mistywoods.com.
Have a package that you need shipped somewhere? Then visit American Storage and Postal. Not only will they custom pack your shipment, but they will also ship the package for you using UPS, FedEx, and USPS. But their service doesn't stop there. At American Storage and Postal, you can also rent mailboxes for personal or business use. They also offer other services such as fax, copying, and notary. Give American Storage and Postal a call at 307-635-9335. That's 307-635-9335. Or visit them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them that 1112 BISN sent you.
Hey, I've got a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job for custom graphics? Here's an idea. Check out Custom Illusions and put on those graphics with their hydro dipping process. Go down and see Randy Peterson. And if you got a doubt, hey, he'll let you know. Give him a call, 634-DIP. That's 634-3477, or stop by at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1.
When you sell your home, there's a lot to worry about. Is your home priced right? Is it being marketed properly? With Misty Woods from Number 1 Properties, not only will she make sure that your home is priced accurately based on market value, but she will also ensure all potential buyers are aware of your listing. With her personal and professional marketing of each listing, you can rest easy by leaving all the big details to her. Visit Misty at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE woods.com to learn more about what Misty can do for you. So start taking all of that stress away from selling your home by visiting mistywoods.com or call her at 307-214-7055. Misty Woods and Number 1 Properties, expertise and friendly service is just a click or a phone call away.
Allen with 11-12 BISN coming back at you live over the hill here in Laramie. Your South Lady Bison hold a 24-16 lead on the Dairy Queen scoreboard. And if you're listening, Josh Soph, I just realized who you were on my text messages. I was all out of whack earlier. Want to give you a shout out, our Central Insider, good friend and good co-worker here at Department of ETS, State of Wyoming at Cheyenne, Wyoming. I also want to give a shout out to all of you South High Bison listeners and viewers listening to us on 11-12 BISN. Your Lady Bison coming to look to sweep the season series against Laramie for the first time. They did split with them last year, but they did win the first game this year, 35-20, and now they have a chance to put Laramie away and have a firm hold on that 5 seed heading into the 4A East tournament here in a few weeks. Lady Bison will be moving from right to left on your computer screen or tablet or mobile device, and they will have possession to start the second quarter on the floor for the Lady Bison. Both Nobles, Taylor Landon, Apodaca, and Clark, that's your starting 5. And then on for Laramie, there's 5 of them, and I'll get to them when I can. So Apodaca with the ball, gets it into the front court. She gives it off far side to Landon. Landon gives it down low to Danny Noble. Danny Noble with a nice speed, and she misses the shot, but she gets her own putback for the basket. Danny Noble comes out quickly to give the points to South, 26-16, double-digit lead for the Lady Bison. Laramie, good ball movement, puts up a 3 by Cox, and it's missed, but it's going to be rebounded by Danny Noble, and she's going to be fouled. That's her 6th rebound, and that's going to be, looks like Cox, her 3rd, Laramie's 1st. And she's going to take a break. On the floor is number 45, Pickard, number 13, Dickinson, number 2, Durrell, And we'll get to the rest of them as Apodaca gets the ball into the front court. She goes far side to Landon. Down low to Noble. Noble, spin move. Set kicks out to Landon for the three. Oh, and she misses it. And it's going to be rebounded by Laramie. And that's Set right with the ball for Laramie. She picks up her dribble, gives it off near side to number 5, Tittenser. Tittenser gets cut off by Apodaca, gives it back off to Dickinson. Dickinson being guarded by Carly. Gets it down low to Pickard, 45. She turns around, puts up the shot, misses it, and it's going to be battle for a rebound. It's going to be out of bounds. South possession. I'll tell you what, Apodaca got beat up going for that rebound. Went off of Laramie as it went out of bounds as Danny Noble will run point. Nope, she's going to give it off to Apodaca. Apodaca gets into the front court slowly. South leading 26-16. She gives it off near side to Carly. There's going to be a foul on the floor. Looks like it's going to be on number 13, Dickinson. Defensive foul. That's her second. Laramie second in the quarter. Carly Noble going to inbound underneath Laramie's basket. Carly gets it into Danny, who saves it from going into the backcourt just in time. Danny Noble picks up her dribble, gives it off to Clark. Clark down low, far side baseline, spin around, and it's in. Nice spinning turnaround point, jump shot, or runner, floater, I guess you can call it. It was kind of a straight shot. And there's going to be a turnover on Laramie as South will get possession back, leading 28-16. Apodaca with the ball. She's met by number 5, Tittenser. She picks up her dribble. She's in trouble. Nice dish to Carly. Carly goes far side baseline, running jumper, up and in. And Carly Noble gets on the board for the first time. And Setright gets the ball into the front court for Laramie as South now leads 30-16. Almost stolen away. Pickard with the turnaround jumper misses. Rebounded by Kara Clark. That's her third rebound. She gives it off to Landon, back to Danny Noble. Danny gets into the front court, centers up, gives it back up to Apodaca. Apodaca with the ball now. She's being guarded by somebody from Laramie. Number 5. Nice giving. That was just too good. Apodaca got into the lane, dished it off to a wide open Kara Clark. Apodaca gets the assist, 4th assist of the game. South doubles their lead against Laramie, 32-16. Kara Clark, 4 points in the quarter, 8 in the game now. Apodaca is playing a really good game. She's not scoring a lot. She's got 2 points, though, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. And South leads 32-16. We're going to take a very, very quick timeout. Come back here on 11-12 BISN, your Bison Network.
This is number 46, Shane Dosaver from the South High Bison football team, and you are listening to the game on 11-12 BISN, your Bison Network.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School.
That timeout brought to you by Tri-State Veterinary Clinic in Cheyenne, as well as Capital Communications Incorporated. Your Lady Bison lead on the Dairy Queen scoreboard, 32-16, as they have outscored the Lady Plainsmen 8-0 to start the second half. 5:47 left in the third quarter. Looks like South will be in a 1-1-3 zone. Set right with the ball. Now for Laramie. In the backcourt, she gets into the front court. She goes far side to number 2, Durrell. Number 2 goes far side to Pickard. Pickard goes baseline. Up. And I don't know what kind of shot that was, but it was not there. And it's rebounded by Apodaca. Apodaca quickly to the front court. Running jumper. She's going to be fouled. And Apodaca going to the free throw line. I don't know what Laramie fans are crying about. That was obviously a block. She was not set. She didn't even get touched. So I don't know. That shouldn't even be a foul, honestly. Apodaca going to the free throw line for 2, though. She's got 2 points on the game. Apodaca, first free throw attempt is up and in. Apodaca on the season shooting 56% from the free throw line. She's going to get another one here. Second free throw is up, and she misses, but it's rebounded by Kara Clark, who puts it back up and in. Kara Clark having a monster second half, She's got 6 points in the second half. Laramie quickly into the front court. They give it off to Dickinson. Dickinson drives, loses the ball off her leg, and she's going to be fouled by Apodaca. Apodaca picks up her first foul of the game from what I'm showing. It's third foul of the game, sorry. Set right. Oh, there's going to be... The buzzer was buzzed. I don't know. Laramie scorekeeper accidentally buzzed it. There was a missed shot, and Danny Noble gets the rebound. That's her 7th rebound as Danny gives it off to Apodaca. Apodaca being guarded by Set right to Carly. Carly, turnaround jumper, misses, and it's going to be rebounded by number 12, Cox. Set right staves off Danny Noble. And there's going to be a shot by number 2, Durrell, and she hits. She's got 6 points. South leads 35-19. That's the first points of the half. And now Carly tries back with 3. She misses, and it's rebounded by number 2, Durrell. Carly Noble 0 for 4 from behind the arc as Durrell and there's some talking going on between Apodaca and the Laramie fans. Durrell for another 3. She misses, rebounded by Danny Noble. That's 8 rebounds for Noble. Quickly ahead to Apodaca. Apodaca being guarded by Set right. She gives it off to Carly. Carly gets it to the free throw line, running jumper, and she misses that one. Just not enough on that one. That was a nice move though to get to the shot. She just couldn't get it to fall. And now Laramie with the ball gives it over to Cox. Cox, number 12, puts up the 3, and she misses, and it's going to be rebounded by Taylor Landon. She turns it over, and now it's going to be shot up by Pickard. She's going to be fouled by number 42, Clark. That's going to be her 3rd. It's her 3rd foul. Second foul on South. And Pickard had 2 shots in the first half, but only 1 counted as there was a lane violation, and she made that one. Her free throw is up, and she misses. She is on the season a 28% free throw shooter. Coley coming in for Set right, and Sanchez and Marlin coming in for Apodaca and Carly Noble. South still leads 35-19 on the Dairy Queen scoreboard. Want to give a shout out to Capital Communications and the SCCDA being sponsors of 11-12 BISN. She hits her 2nd free throw. She's got 2 points on the night. South leads by 15, 35-20. Matter of fact, this was the final score of the first game, 35-20. But we're only 3.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, so I'm sure that score is going to be different as Danny Noble gets the ball. Here comes a full court trap. She gets it back to Taylor. Taylor being trapped really well. Doesn't have anybody to give it to. She's going to be fouled by number 23, Pulley. That's going to be her 3rd foul, and the 4th foul on Laramie. That gives South a chance to set back up as Danny gets it to a wide open Taylor Landon. She goes in for 2. She's got 10 points on the night. Dickinson quickly ahead as now they give the ball around, and Cox throws it right off of Pulley's hand as she was cutting to the basket. Turnover Laramie. South leads 37-20 on the Dairy Queen scoreboard as Taylor Landon going to inbound for the Lady Bison. Taylor into Sanchez. Sanchez almost loses it. She doesn't lose it, and they've got numbers. She gives it off to Kara Clark. Kara Clark puts it up, and she misses. And there's going to be a technical foul called on Laramie. Taylor Landon going to take the 2 free throws for South. She's got 10 points on the night, leading I wouldn't say leading the Bison as Kara Clark has come on. She's got 10 points as well. Landon, 70% free throw shooter on the season coming into this game. First free throw is up and in. She's 2 for 2 on the night, 3 for 3 now actually. And her 2nd free throw attempt is up and in. She hits them both. South now has a 39-20 lead and will have the ball back. And there's a sub on the floor as Marlin checks in and Grogan checks in. Danny Noble on the floor as well as Sanchez. As Grogan going to inbound, she gets it into Sanchez. Sanchez quickly breaks the double team, gives it off to Noble. Noble thought about the three. Instead, she travels. And now 23 Pulley with the ball. Gets it into the front court. Far side to Cox. Cox gives it back to Dickinson. Dickinson gets by Danny Noble. Short jumper. She's fouled, and she's going to go to the free throw line for two. She's going to be fouled by number 42, Kara Clark. That's her fourth. Team third. Dickinson going to the free throw line. She's 1 for 3 on the night. First free throw is up and in. Sorry, she's 1 for 4. 2 for 5 now. As Taylor Landon quickly checks in for Kara Clark, who sits with 4 fouls. Probably won't see her till the fourth. South leads by 18, 39-21. Just under 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Second free throw is up and good. She's got 8 points. Number 13, Dickinson. Marlin gets the ball into Sanchez. Sanchez beats the press, gets it into the front court. She's being hounded by number 23, Pulley. Nice dribbling by number 23, Sanchez. She pulls up for the jumper. She's fouled, and it doesn't go in. Sanchez going to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Pulley's going to pick up her 4th foul. Sanchez with 2 points, going to the free throw line with a chance to push the lead back up. South leads 2. Sanchez, first free throw is up and in. 3 points on the night for Sanchez. Sanchez on the season, 41% free throw shooter. Like I said, she's actually missed the last 3 weeks due to a concussion, a severe concussion she sustained up in Gillette. So it's good to see her back on the floor. Second free throw is up and in. 4 points for Sanchez on the night as Cox quickly ahead into the front court for Laramie. South leads 41-22. Number 5, Tittenser with the ball, gives it back to Dickinson. Dickinson corrals that pass back to Tittenser. Tittenser checks far side baseline, gets to the lane, puts up the shot, and misses. And there's going to be 2 free throws as there's a foul on number 20, Ariana Marlin. It's going to be her second. 4th foul on South. And number 5, Tittenser going to the free throw line for the first time tonight. She has 0 points on the season. She averages just under 2 points a game, 27% free throw shooter. First free throw is up and in. South scored 17 points so far this quarter. Laramie 7. Tittenser with a chance to make it 8 points for Laramie this quarter. Free throw is up and misses. Taylor Landon with the rebound. Her 3rd rebound. Danny Noble with the ball. Anna Sanchez gets it over to Grogan. Grogan down low to Danny. She gets called for hooking. Danny Noble with her 3rd foul. It's going to be a turnover South as the Lady Bison still lead though, 41-23. 2:16 left in this third quarter. 3rd foul on Danny. I have to say that was a hook as Setright gets the ball into Dickinson. Dickinson being guarded by Landon. She attacks her. Nice defense by Landon, but Cox throws up a wild 3, and that's going to be rebounded by Danny Noble. Her 9th rebound of the game. She gets it into Sanchez. Sanchez into the front court. Nobody guarding her. Gives it off to Grogan. Grogan puts up the shot. She misses, and it's going to be rebounded by Danny, who puts up the shot, and there's going to be a foul, and Danny's going to go to the free throw line for 2. Oh, no, they're calling this a 1-and-1. So it was on the floor. Danny Noble going to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. South leading by 18, 41-23, 1:53 left in the third quarter. This third quarter has taken as long as it took to play the whole first half. Danny Noble's first free throw is up and in. She is 3 for 3 on the night, set to take the bonus shot. She's got 9 points and 10 rebounds. Going for the double-double if she makes this one. And she just rims it out as Dickinson gets the rebound. Set right with the ball, gives it back to Dickinson. Dickinson, top of the key, goes to number 45, Pickard, for the jump shot, and Pickard makes it. South still leads 42-25. Quickly inbounds to Danny. Danny, far cross-court pass to Marlin. Marlin gets the ball, attacks the basket, puts up the shot, misses, rebounded by Marlin, and she turns it over. Laramie quickly ahead to Pickard. Pickard with a long jump shot. She misses, rebounded by Grogan. Grogan with her 4th rebound, and there's going to be a timeout. It's going to be an injury timeout as Marlin looks like she hurt her ankle. Apodaca set to check back in for the Lady Bison as well as Carly Noble. Carly's going to check in for Sister Danny. Make sure you come back next week as the South High School basketball teams will host the Sheridan Bronx, and there's the ball inbound to Apodaca, back to Sanchez now. Sanchez gets it into the front court, gives it far side to Apodaca. Apodaca looking for somebody to give the ball to, puts it on the floor instead, gives it over to Taylor. Taylor having a great game, gives it over to Grogan. Grogan now back to Carly. Carly with a long 3, and that's going to be airballed, and it's going to be out of bounds. Laramie ball. 0 for 5 from behind the arc. Carly is. She came into this game shooting 36% from behind the arc. Set right, inbounding, or getting the ball into the front court for Laramie. She goes far side to number 5, Tittenser. Tittenser. And there's going to be a foul away from the ball. It's going to be on Anna Sanchez. That's her first. South's 5th foul. 6th foul, sorry. Long 3, missed. Rebounded by nope. It's going to be out of bounds. Apodaca tried to rebound. It could not quite save it. It's going to be Laramie possession. South up by 17, 42-25. 34 seconds left in the third quarter on the Dairy Queen scoreboard. Set right gets the ball back from number 42. I don't even have 42 on my list. Offensive foul. .21. That's actually on South. Grogan picks up the foul, and going to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 is number 10, Johnson. Free throw is up. She misses. Going to be rebounded by Pickard. She puts it back up, and she hits. Pickard having a good quarter for the Lady Plainsmen. Quickly inbounded Apodaca. 17 seconds left. South leading 42-27. Apodaca going to bring the ball into the front court. She's being guarded by Set Right. She gives it over to Sanchez. Sanchez attacks. Gets it back out to Carly Noble. Carly back to Apodaca. Apodaca attacking. Puts up a nice little jumper. She misses, and it's going to be rebounded by Pickard. To end this third quarter, your Lady Bison lead 42-27. We'll be back for final quarter action on 11-12 BISN, your Bison Network.
Let's talk about the X's and O's of family entertainment. Every parent in Wyoming knows the importance of being able to draw up an activity that'll get you out of the house for a couple of hours. But it needs to be affordable. It needs to be family-friendly. Above all, it needs to be fun. Now, let's talk about high school sports. Bang for your buck, school sports provide the perfect game plan for your family. You'll enjoy all of the drama and excitement competitive sports offer. You'll be supporting the future leaders of our community in a meaningful way. Best of all, you can take the entire family without breaking the bank. Heck, you won't even dent it. Now, enough chalk talk. Let's get out there and see what's playing at the high school in your community. School sports. Good for our kids, good for our community. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Are you a high school student that has received an academic, athletic, music, or any other type of high school letter? If you are, then bring your letter and your letter.
Allen back here live to close out the game. Fourth quarter about to begin. Your Lady Bison leading 42-27 on the Dairy Queen scoreboard. South outscored Laramie 18-11 in that quarter to build the 42-27 lead. Laramie will have possession to start this final quarter. A Set Right gets the ball into the front court for Laramie. She goes far side to Dickinson. Dickinson gets it stolen away Thanks to Carly Noble, who tipped the ball right into Sanchez's hands. So I'll credit her with the steal. That's Grogan with the ball now. And she walked. Turnover South. Set right with the ball for Laramie. South leading 42-27. Cross court pass to Dickinson. She attacks to the basket. Short little jumper. Dickinson gets the basket. Her first field goal of the second half. She did get 2 free throws in the third quarter. South now lead. Cut down to 13, 42-29. Timeout South. We're going to take a quick timeout with them here on 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
Is your home beginning to look like an episode of Hoarders on the A&E Network? Then head over to American Storage and Postal. With 555 storage units ranging from 5x10 to 12x42, they'll have the right size unit that fits your needs. American Storage also has warehouse units with heat, phone, and power. No need to worry about the security of your belongings because American Storage is equipped with 24-hour video surveillance and a computer-controlled entry system to ensure the safety and security of you and your property. So before the clutter pushes you out of your house, call American Storage at 307-635-9335 or go see them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them 1112 BISN sent you.
Back here from the Tri-State Veterinary Clinic timeout, I want to give a shout out to Custom Illusions, Misty Woods from Number One Properties, the SCCDA, Buck Homes, S&J Signs, Custom Illusions. Wow. South will have possession out of this timeout. Danny Noble going to inbound for the Lady Bison. 30 seconds into the fourth quarter, South lead cut down to 13, 42-29. That's Apodaca with the ball. She's met by Durrell. Now Sanchez with the ball, gives it over to Danny, being guarded by Dickinson. Danny with a nice little running jumper. She hits it. Danny Noble stops the scoring drought for the Lady Bison. Is now Cox quickly ahead. She puts up a three, and she hits her first three of the game. 5 points for Cox. Sanchez with the ball. South lead back down to 12, 44-32. Sanchez going to hold it up, force Laramie to come out tight. She kicks the ball out to Apodaca. Apodaca gets into the lane, pulls up for a jump shot. She misses, and it's going to be rebounded by Setright. Setright gets the ball into the front court for Laramie. That's Dickinson with the ball now. South playing a 3-2 zone. Shot up and missed. Rebounded by Dickinson, though, as nobody blocked out. And the ball came right to her. There's going to be a foul on the shot attempt. Dickinson going to go to the free throw line for 2. Who's that foul on? It's going to be on number 4, Taylor Landon. Her first. Dickinson going to the free throw line for 2. She's not shot. She's 50%, 3 out of 6. And she hits. That's about her average. She's 59% on the season. I want to say happy Valentine's Day to all of you listeners. Hope you guys have a great day tomorrow. Dickinson with her second free throw is up and in. As she's hit her last 5 free throws, Laramie cuts the lead down to 10. And that's going to be South ball. Tipped out of bounds by Laramie. Laramie's come alive as they have outscored us 7-2 to start this quarter. South's lead down to 10. We once had a 19-point lead as Sanchez attacking, gives it to Apodaca. Apodaca with a wide open lane, puts up a floater. She misses. Rebound, Laramie. South having a lot of one-shot possessions now that Kara Clark's been in foul trouble. That ball going off of Landon's leg as Kara Clark and Carly Noble set to check in. That's exactly what they need. Kara Clark's been rebounding really well for the Lady Bison. South lead by 10. 6:07 left in this game. Inbound to Dickinson. Puts it up to Pickard. Pickard puts up the shot, up and in. Lead is down to 8 points. 44-36. 9-2 here in the fourth quarter. South timeout. I think this is a good timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. only points of this game was early in the fourth quarter. Danny Noble hit a nice little running layup jumper type. I'd call it a layup because it went off the backboard, but it was shot about 5 feet away from the basket. Laramie has stormed back to make this a game, though. South was up by 15 to start this quarter. Want to give a shout out to our Laramie cohorts, KOWB, the professionals here in Laramie, as they're feeling the heat wave in here. Laramie High School has the heat up in this building like it's negative 42 degrees outside, and it's a hot one. So South will have possession, and they get the ball into Taylor. Landon having a career game for the Lady Bison. She gets, and that's Danny Noble. There's going to be a travel before the foul. The Lady Bison turning the ball over left and right. Laramie now has a chance to cut this lead down to 6 or even 5 if they hit the 3. So set right with the ball. Gets it into the front court to Dickinson. Dickinson far side to Cox. Down low to Pickard. Puts on a move. I don't know what that was, but Danny Noble got the rebound. She gives it over to Sanchez. Sanchez into the front court. Centers it up. Gives it over to Carly. Carly with the ball. To sister Danny near side right in front of us. They're going to slow the pace down, try to run some of this clock off. She gets the ball to Sanchez. Sanchez has a wide open lane. Kicks it back out to Landon. Landon back to Danny. Danny now puts up. Ooh, she shoved. That should be intentional. She did not even make a play on the ball. That's got to be intentional, man. To even make a play. They're not going to call it. 13, Dickinson gets riddled with the foul. That's her third. It's going to be a 1-and-1. Danny Noble going to the free throw line. Boy, that shove had some mean intentions, though, but they're not going to call it. Danny Noble, 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. She hits her first, so she'll get the bonus, as she's the only Bison who scored this quarter. She's got 12 points and 11 rebounds on the night. Double-double for the Lady Bison going to University of Northern Colorado. She misses, and there is a lane violation, so she'll get a second chance. Number 13 broke into the lane before she released the ball. So Danny Noble with the chance to make this one. Want to give a shout-out to the Nobles who are listening to the game as Danny misses the second one. I thought it was going in. It looked good for me as Cox quickly gets into the front court for Laramie. Down low to Pickard. Pickard quickly met by Danny Noble. She puts up a shot up and in, and that makes it 45-38. Quickly to Carly Noble now. Carly picks up her dribble, gives it over to Sanchez. Sanchez gives it over to Taylor Landon. Near side baseline jumper, up and in. Taylor Landon is on fire as she is having a career night. Down low to Pickard, though. Pickard gets the basket as quickly the basketball game is picked up. South lead by 7, 47-40. There's going to be a foul on the floor. That's going to be on number 5, Tittenser. That's her first. That's going to send, looks like, Sanchez to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. She's hit both her free throws tonight. South lead by 7, 4:50 left in the game. First free throw is up and in. So she'll get the bonus shot. That's 5 points for Sanchez. Looking for her 6th. Up and in. She's 4 for 4 from the free throw line. South lead back up to 9. Cox quickly into the front court for Laramie. South in a, looks like a 1-2-2 zone. And that's exactly what it is. As number 5, Durrell picks up her dribble. Almost loses it. Sorry, Tittenser. Dickinson puts up a shot. It's going to be a jump ball. And that's going to be South possession. Give that one to Carly Noble. They get the ball into Danny. Danny almost loses it. And there's going to be a foul. Who's this one on? That's going to be on Dickinson, her 4th. And that's going to send Danny Noble to the free throw line once again for 2. As the Lady Bison will shoot 2 from here on out. 2-shot foul. Danny Noble. Double-double tonight for Noble. The University of Northern Colorado signee hits the free throw. 4 points in the quarter for Noble. 13 on the night. Another free throw attempt is up, and she front rims that one, and it's going to be Dickinson with the rebound. She quickly pushes it ahead, gets into the front court. She's met by Sanchez south in that 1-2-2 zone, and it's going to be number 5, Tittenser, puts it on the floor. Oh, and she is swatted by Danny Noble, and Carly gets the ball, gives it over to Sanchez. Sanchez over to Landon. Landon's feeling it. Oh, she is on fire tonight. Taylor Landon having a career night. Dickinson loses possession thanks to a tip by Landon. Sanchez with the runner, she misses it. With the layup attempt, she misses. That's going to be a foul on Kara Clark, and that's going to be her 5th. Clark is going to foul out of this game. She's going to finish the night with 10 points, 4 rebounds. That's a huge loss for the Lady Bison as they have a 12-point lead now, 52-40. But Lexi Apodaca set to check back in. Great performance by Kara Clark tonight. Number 5, Tittens, are going to the free throw line. She's 1 out of 2 on the night. This is a 1-and-1. She makes it. So she'll get the bonus. I'm going to say hi to Buck Holmes, one of the 11-12 BISN sponsors. Misty Woods for Number 1 Properties. If you look on buying a home, make sure you visit her. She'll make the experience easy for you. And there's the miss on it. But Laramie gets the rebound. That should be a held ball. Nope, that's going to be a foul on Lexi Apodaca. She had arm, not ball. And that's going to be the 4th foul on Lexi. And that's going to be 2 free throws for number 10, Johnson. She missed her first free throws of the night. Johnson on the season, 25% free throw shooter. But she'll get 2 chances to try to make this one. First free throw is up and a little long. South leads by 11, 52-41. Sorry, 52-41. Both teams are in the double bonus. Kara Clark is fouled out for the Lady Bison, and number 10 set to shoot her second free throw of this possession. She misses both. Rebounded by Danny. Over to Sanchez. Sanchez being guarded by Johnson. Gets it over to Danny now in the front court. Danny over to Apodaca. Apodaca going to slow things down. She's met by Pickard. She could probably drive right by her, and she does. And she kicks it out to Taylor Landon. Landon with the jump shot. Oh, and it's up and in. And Landon is just having a night of nights for her. Apodaca with her 5th assist. And there's the ball to Cox. Cox to Pickard, and it's stolen by number 24, Apodaca. Sanchez going to slow it down. South leads by 13, 54-41. 18 points for Landon. Apodaca with the running jumper. She misses it, rebounds it, but throws it right to number 45, Pickard. And there's going to be a foul. It's going to be on Danny Noble, her 4th. And that is going to send number 2, Durrell, to the free throw line for 2. She's got 3 points on the night, hit a 3-pointer in the first half. South leads by 13. Just under 3 minutes left. First free throw is up, and she misses. But she'll get another one. Dickinson set right, checking back in for Laramie. Make sure you tune in next Friday night as South takes on Sheridan at South. Second free throw is up and in. 4 points for Durrell. Sanchez quickly to Danny. Danny over to sister Carly. Carly with a quick jumper. Misses. Oh, man, that looked good. Danny Noble with the rebound. She puts it up and in. South with a 14-point lead. 6 points in the quarter for Danny Noble. 4 points in the quarter for Taylor Landon. Turnover Laramie as Lexi Apodaca will inbound. Number 42 in for Laramie. I have no idea who that is. Not on my roster. So I'll just call her 42. Carly Noble with the ball. Gives it to Sanchez. Sanchez gives it to Apodaca. Apodaca gets by Dickinson. Over to Carly. Carly back out to Anna. Anna gets in. Back out to Carly. Carly thought about the three. Faked it. Gives it back out to Anna. Anna almost gets the ball stripped away. Instead, she gets the ball back to Apodaca. Apodaca being guarded by Dickinson. Gets by Dickinson. Layup. She gets hit in the head. And Dickinson is going to foul out of this game. And Apodaca going to the free throw line for 2. She's got 3 points on the night. Apodaca on the season, 56% free throw shooter. First free throw attempt is up, and it rolls in. Stay tuned for the Mile High Lawn and Tree post-game show. It'll be a quick one because we're on the road. Apodaca's second free throw is up and in. 5 points on the night for Apodaca. Quickly ahead is Durrell to Pickard, and Danny Noble knocks it out of bounds. South lead by 16, 58-42 with 2:04 left in this ball game. South going to be in a zone, 2-3. Set right going to inbound. They get it in. That's number 2, Durrell. Gives it over to, that should be 5. I have 5 on Dickinson. Wow. That's going to be 5 on Danny Noble, though. As Danny Noble's going to foul out of this game. She's going to foul out with 15 points and 12 rebounds. South still leads by 16, though, 58-42. Well, I'll tell you what, I actually have Dickinson with 5 fouls. I don't know how she's still in the game. Pickard hits her first free throw. She's got 7 points in this quarter. South lead down to 15. 2 minutes left in the game. Pickard going to set to shoot her second. Second free throw is up. Front rims it, and that's Pickard's 5th. If that's not her 5th, then I'm doing my stats wrong. That's actually her 6th. So Dickinson going to foul out. And that's going to send Grogan to the free throw line for 2. Grogan on the season, a 40% free throw shooter. First free throw is up and just misses. Cox checking in now for number 42 of Laramie. Grogan set to shoot her second. And it's good as she gets in the scorebook. Durrell with the ball, goes far side to set right. Set right had to save it from going out of bounds, gives it back to Cox. Cox, top of the key, being guarded by Carly. She gives it off to number 1, Set right back to number 2, and it's rebounded by number 10. She puts up the shot, and it's missed. Rebounded by Apodaca. Apodaca quickly into the front court, gives it over to Sanchez. South leading by 16, a minute and a half left in this game. Landon with the ball, back to Apodaca. Apodaca loses it. That's what happens. But Taylor Landon steals the ball right back. She gives it over to Sanchez. Sanchez gives it over to Apodaca into the front court. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez gets by her defender. Almost loses it. Gives it back out to Apodaca. Apodaca down low to Grogan. Grogan back to Apodaca. Almost a bad pass as Apodaca throws up a nice little runner, and she's going to get fouled, and the basket's going to count. She's going to go to the free throw line. That's going to be on 45 Pickard. That's her 3rd. Lanning going for the old-fashioned three-point play. She puts it up and in. She is 3 for 3 on the night from the free throw line. Sorry. 3 for 5. Fully checking in. So for you Bison fans, make sure you go to our website and fill out our survey that we created for you guys. Only should take a minute. The 11-12 BISN survey, as number 10 puts up a 3 and it's missed. Rebounded by, whoa, I don't know who that is. Number 30 Klingman gets the putback. South leads 62-45. 34 seconds left as Landon has the ball. Make sure you fill out that survey, please. It only take a minute for you to fill it out just to see what we can do to better our service for you guys as we near the end of our broadcast season. Apodaca with the runner again. She misses, and it's going to be rebounded by Laramie. That's number 10 with the ball. She travels. They don't call it. She puts up a floater, and it's missed, and it's going to be rebounded by number 1, Set Right. She throws up a runner, and she misses, and it's rebounded by number 10, who puts up another shot. She misses, and it's going to be out of bounds. Nope, out of bounds on Set Right. South leads with 5 seconds left in this game. Just head to SouthHighBisonAthletics.com. Fill out that quick survey. Or if you see it on Facebook, fill it out there as well. It'll only take a minute to fill it out. And then we'll be able to see what we can do better for you going into next year. Make sure you tune in next Friday as the South High Bison host Sheridan, girls and boys. As this is it, your Lady Bison will win the game 62-45. Thank you so much for listening to our game. We'll be back with a real quick American Storage and Postal Halftime Show on 11-12 BISN.
What do high school students, student athletes, police, fire, and military personnel all have in common? They often have a need to have patches and other items sewn on the letter jackets, jerseys, sports officials' clothing, and uniforms. That's why you need to see a Stitch in Life here in Cheyenne. They are the high-quality, low-price experts for all your patch attachments, sewing, and embroidery needs. Shannon and her staff specialize in sewing and embroidery and will give you fast, quality service for a low price. So if you've earned that academic or athletic letter in high school, proudly serve as a policeman, fireman, or military member, then call us Stitch in Life at 307-426-5009. Once again, that's 307-426-5009, or visit them at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard for all your sewing, tailoring, and embroidery needs. And make sure to tell them 1112 BISN sent you.
Here's a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job to get those custom graphics? Go see Randy Peterson at Custom Illusions to get those custom graphics put on through their hydro dipping process. From mild to wild, if it fits, it dips. And if you have any questions, give them a call at 634-DIP. That's 634-3477. Or stop in at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1. Custom Illusions, your hydro dipping and automotive specialist.
Tired of paying rent? Tired of living in a house where a landlord tells you what is or what is not allowed in the home? Then visit Misty Woods for number 1 properties at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE woods.com and begin your journey to owning your own home. Search through all of the homes that Misty has listed on her website. Then schedule a meeting with me.
Hey, this is Alan, 1112 BISN, coming back at you live with the Mile High Lawn and Tree Care postgame show. Your Lady Bison win that game 62-45 to sweep the Lady Plainsmen this season. First time in school history that the Lady Bison have been able to sweep Laramie. Their first ever victory here in Laramie as well. They were led by number 4, Taylor Landon, who came off on fire as she finished the game with 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. Danny Noble fouled out of the game with 15 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 steals. And then they were followed by number 42, Kara Clark, who also fouled out with 10 points, 4 rebounds. Then you had Lexi Apodaca with 8 points, Anna Sanchez with 6 points, Carly Noble with 2 points, Ariana Marlin with 2 points, and Grogan with 1 point as well. Every Lady Bison scored a point this game. I think that's the first time that's happened as well. I think it's the first time that every Lady Bison who played the game scored. What a great night for the Lady Bison basketball as they were able to complete the sweep, and they are now 2-4 on the season in the 4A East with a firm lock on at least the 5 seed with the chance to move up. Now they host Sheridan next week, and if you remember that game against Sheridan earlier in the Eastern Conference to open up the 4A Eastern Conference, they were actually down by 3 points with just about 15 seconds left in that game to the number 1 ranked Bronx. So the Lady Bison, if they continue to play that way, they could probably pull off an upset. I mean, it's good to think that way. You know, they had the Bronx in trouble that whole game. So I want to thank you for joining us on 1112 BISN. I want to give a shout out to my partner, Steve McDonald, who was up in Torrington repping some varsity games up there. I want to say hi to my wife, Dina Cummings, tell her I love her, and happy Valentine's Day, and I'll be home in 45 minutes. Thanks again for listening to 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.